Lisa found the apartment on a whim. An online listing boasted, "Cozy unit, prime location, dirt cheap rent." The photos weren't anything special. Beige walls, a creaky looking floor, and a single window that peered into a brick wall. But at $600 a month, who cared? She signed the lease within hours of the showing, charmed by the landlord's toothy grin and his eagerness to close the deal. It didn't take long for the oddities to start. The first night, Lisa woke to the faint sound of murmuring. It was low and rhythmic, as if someone were having a muffled conversation just behind her bedroom wall. She pressed her ear to it but heard nothing. Probably the neighbors, she told herself. The next morning, her coffee mug wasn't on the counter where she'd left it. Instead, it sat perfectly centered on the kitchen table. She stared at it for a long moment, the room's silence pressing against her ears. "Did I put that there?" she whispered. No answer came. Days turned into weeks, and the peculiarities multiplied. Her toothbrush appeared in the fridge. A faint, metallic smell wafted through the apartment at dusk, no matter how many candles she lit. And the whispers, they grew louder, more insistent, like a conversation she was never meant to hear. One evening, Lisa found the landlord fiddling with the door to her unit. "What are you doing?" she asked, her voice sharper than she intended. He flinched and straightened, jangling a set of keys. "Just checking the locks. Gotta keep you safe." He didn't meet her eyes as he hurried down the hall. That night, Lisa decided to stay awake, armed with a flashlight and a kitchen knife. Around 2 a.m., the whispers returned, but this time, they weren't muffled. They were in the room with her. She turned the flashlight toward the sound. Nothing. "Who's there?" she demanded, her voice trembling. Silence. Then, a single, bone-chilling word. "Mine." The knife clattered to the floor as Lisa bolted for the door. It wouldn't open. She screamed, banging against the wood, but the whispers only grew louder, surrounding her like a swarm. When the landlord arrived the next morning, he found the apartment empty. No Lisa. Just the knife on the floor and a coffee mug, perfectly centered on the kitchen table. He sighed, picked up the mug, and placed it in the cupboard. They never stayed long, he muttered to the empty room. Then he looked over his shoulder and added, "Now be nice. I'll find you another roommate soon."